In the water, she dances in the rain, she dances in the rain. Came home yesterday, comes driving on the country road. So I filmed a video like a week ago here in the morning while I was just doing my skincare, and I was talking about a book, and I was doing it with my front camera. Is that your front camera? No, is this front camera? I don't know, but I was doing it with my other camera, the camera that I can't see, basically. Does that make sense? When my phone is flipped and I can't see the screen. Is that your rear camera? Is that your front camera? I think front camera is the one I can see, like selfie mode. But basically, I was filming with my phone with like my rear camera, talking about books while doing my skincare, and it turned out that I had it flipped so that it was facing front camera, so all you saw was this. I only just realized this like a week later, and I can't be arsed refilming what I said, so I'm gonna just keep the audio and I'm just gonna recreate my skincare, not what I was officially doing, and I'm just gonna loop it, and I'm just gonna keep looping it. So yeah, this is why you're gonna hear the audio, but you're not gonna but you're not gonna see the facial expressions, the reactions, what I was doing at that moment in time, because I am a Dumbo and it was facing the wrong way. I am currently reading this. So far, it's not bad. I don't hate it. So the book is about a maid called Lily, and while she's cleaning a hotel room, she falls, I assume. They make it sound as if she was pushed. And she's suddenly transported back in time to the 1940s. And in that same hotel room where she was cleaning was where a young actress called Honey Black, the title character, was killed. Very quickly, Lily assumes the reason that she has been sent back in time is to prevent Honey's death from happening. She's hired by Honey to become her PA after she fires her other one, and so she gets to follow Honey around all day on set. Honey is an actress. Did I say that? She's filming a movie, and Lily decides that this is she has the power to help Honey and hopefully prevent her death, because her death has been unsolved for all these years. I think there's the assumption that it was her director that did it, but it was never proven, or it was a cover-up or whatever. But basically no one had ever been charged for it. So Lily is hoping that she can solve it. The only thing I'm struggling with at the moment is just how, I don't know how to describe this. This is sort of a pet peeve of mine in literature, in books, in anything, is when a character is very quick to accept the situation that they're in. And I almost feel like it's just because, this sounds so silly, but it sort of makes sense in my head. It's because the author knows exactly what's going on and what the plot of the book is. So because they know, they write the character as knowing, if that makes sense. Because Lily was very quick to be like, it's the 40s, I'm in the 40s. Like, she thought she walked out onto a movie set because everything had changed. She was like, they must be filming a biopic of Honey Black, and the actress that's playing her is just a method actress, and she's just in character this whole time. And then she goes outside and she's like, wow, this really looks like the 1940s America. And then she sees a newspaper article, and when she looks at the newspaper, she's like, the date on it is the 40s. What? Oh my goodness, I've been sent back in time. And very quickly she's like, what if I've been sent back in time to prevent Honey's death from happening? Or at least either stop her killer or expose her killer. And a couple of times she's made reference, so she's kind of been making friends. She's got a little bit of a love interest, which it feels a little bit forced, I'm not gonna lie. It feels kind of like, I mean, he's helping along with the plot because he's taking her places that then is like, stuff happens while she's there. But otherwise, it does feel a little bit forced. Like, I feel like it's very much like, oh, you're just so different, Lily. You're not like other girls. It's like, I'm not, because I'm actually from 2019 and this is the 1940s. She's also made a couple of references to it being like, oh, and I'm only here temporarily. Like, I'm only here for a couple of weeks and then I'll go back to my own time. I'm sure she said that. She said that, like, in her head, obviously, when she quite liked the bartender, Louis. And I feel like she made this passing comment of how she would only be in this time for, like, a few weeks. And I'm like, how do you know that? Like, one, how do you know that you're not in a coma and this isn't just a dream? Like, this could be just a dream. She was very quick to decide that she literally was in the past. And two, how do you know that when the murder happens, or if you are able to prevent the murder, you're going to just wake up back in your own time and everything's going to be different? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know how the book's going to go. I have like three different ideas of what I think is going to happen. I think, one, she's going to solve the murder and stop it from happening, expose the killer. She's going to wake up back in present day America, and the world will have changed because Honey's still alive, and it'll maybe be like, Honey went on to win an Oscar, she got married to this man, she's had kids, she's lived her life, and Lily can be like, I did that. Two, I think she's not going to be able to stop it from happening. It's going to happen. She's going to wake up in her own time, but know who did it, and then maybe through, like, find a way to, like, I don't know, because she's not really got any power, but find a way to prove that who did it, or contact them, or just expose them in some way, and then it's still a bit of a happy ending. Three, what was my third reason? Three, maybe she solves it, but she doesn't actually leave this time period and she grows old. But that would be a bit weird. But maybe, because, like, are we just, like, I kind of like the idea of this sort of time travel, going back in time and maybe solving the mystery. This is a new experience for me. I've not read a book like this before. I've not really read anything with time travel in it. So I'm a bit like, oh, I just maybe think I'm struggling a little bit, because I am like, okay, so she had a bonk to the head and then she's woken up in the past. How's it all going to play out? Is she going to get whacked over the head again and she's going to wake up in 2019 and it's going to be like, oh my god, Honey Black's alive? And her friends are going to be like, what do you mean? Of course she's alive. Like, she's fine. She's like, but she was murdered. I'm like, no, she wasn't. It's like that movie. Have you ever seen that movie Yesterday? I can't remember who's in it, and the guy gets hit by a bus. And when he comes out of his coma, he likes to write songs, and he starts playing Beatles songs for his friends, and they're like, did you write that? That's amazing. And he's like, what? That's the Beatles. And then like it turns out that in this, he's sort of like, from him being hit by a bus, it's like the world changes. Is there not like a blackout or a blip, or there's something, and the Beatles don't exist. And there's other things that don't exist as well. I feel like there's a few like modern pop, I think Harry Potter was one of them, but there's other modern stuff that he'll say things about, like even like Coca-Cola, I think it's Coca-Cola, like Coke, and he's like, what? Like, so it's sort of like that, I suppose, maybe. But that's kind of also I feel like, well, I do enjoy those kind of medias, but I'm also a bit like, I think it hurts my brain a little bit, because I am just like, well, where'd it go? Like, where's Lily gone? Like, it'd be different if maybe she like walked through a wardrobe. She walked through a wardrobe and suddenly she was back in the 40s. I don't know. I bonked to the head and I'm like, okay, so why is she woken up? What powers that be have sent her back? I'm overthinking this. It's too early on a Monday morning for me to be going on and spiraling like this. But basically, yes. So that's the book. So far, I have a suspicion of who I think the killer is. I'm not even going to say it. I might say it. I don't want to spoil. No, I'm not going to spoil, but I have a suspicion of who I think the killer is. And I think it's going to try and be like shock factor, maybe. Like, oh my god, it was them all along. But I'm kind of convinced, because I don't think it's going to be the director. It's a bit of an obvious one. Unless this book isn't meant to be a mystery and it's supposed to be her exposing the truth, but I think it's a mystery. So I think it's either going to be the crazy actress, her friend, her ex-husband, maybe her co-star, or the director, or it could be somebody else. But I have a suspicion of who I think it's going to be, and I'm pretty convinced. And not that they've even done anything, but I'm just like, it would be shock factor. It would be shock factor, like, oh my god, it was you all along. And that's what I would, if I wrote this book, that's who I would have the killer be. I still don't mind it. I think it's quite, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes I find books, I'm not saying they're not well written, but like they're fine, but they feel quite, I don't know what the word is to use. It's not a masterpiece. Sometimes I just think there are books that are really well written, and then I have books that are a bit like this, where they're quite like, I really don't know how to describe it. Because it's not that it's shit, it's not terrible, it's not whatever. It's not bad, but it gives me like Wattpad vibes, where it's like, it's not a work of art. And sometimes the way the character speaks. But either way, I am gonna try today. I am working later on, but I'm gonna take it easy today, and I might try to do some reading and get through it, because I am 135 pages in. So I've passed the quarter mark, I would say. I'm almost at the halfway mark. It is alright. I am actually enjoying it. I just think that I don't know. I'm hoping that I will be surprised by it. I'm not often like surprised in mysteries these days. I think I find that I don't just go with the flow. My brain is just in overdrive, putting 2 and 2 together to get 4, to get 8, to get 16, that I'm just then like, I am 2 steps ahead of what the author is trying to do. And I'm like, why? Why is my brain like this now? Why am I always figuring out things? Not always, but sometimes. It's like I'm becoming too self-aware. It's not even that I'm smart. I think I've just read so many mysteries now that I've learned what to pick up on, like what to look out for, and who to be like, I think it's going to be you. Which is a bit of a bummer, because I love a good mystery and I love being surprised. I'm never surprised these days. We shall see though. It is currently 3 o'clock and I've stayed in my pajamas all. I haven't even took my headband off my head from when I washed my face. I have sat and binged all 3 episodes of the new Netflix documentary, Amy Bradley is Missing. Thought it was really good. as like in terms of like a missing person documentary can be. It was interesting, I should say. It's more the words. Frustrating, and honestly just left me with more questions than answers. But I definitely think it's worth giving it a watch. Something like that, a documentary where the family is involved and it is a missing person, that they don't have an answer of what happened to them, I think is an acceptable form of true crime media, because other than that, I'm really not into the whole like true crime media these days, where you get people making videos and podcasts and whatever else, where they're just talking about murders or missing people or just people's stories, and they make money off of it. I've already gone into all this before, but basically this is the only form of true crime that I approve of, which is where the family is involved in it. So I feel like it has a degree more of respect. But anyhow, I sat and I was only going to watch one episode while I was eating my breakfast, and I ended up watching all three. Now I am just sitting, going back to my book for a bit before I get changed and go to work. But something I was talking about earlier that I just want to mention again is just the way our character is referencing what she's currently going through. So she says, she's going on about Louis, which is the bartender, who she says, "I can't let myself have feelings for Louis. We're not meant to be together. I'm here to stop Honey from being murdered. I can't think of any other reason why I would have woken up in 1949. And then somehow I'll be catapulted back to the future, where I'll be back to cleaning the bathrooms of the Beverly Hills Hotel." So I'm a bit like, how do you know that for certain? Like, this is what I don't really get. Like, she's like, her whole attitude of, fair enough, she's saying, "I can't think of any other reason why I would have woken up in 1949. Because it's true. You literally woken up, apparently. You could still be dreaming. You could be in a coma, girl. But it's 1949. Honey Black is still alive. And you've appeared here like 2-ish weeks before she is murdered. So you are probably you're gonna be like, am I here to like stop this from happening? But it's the way she keeps saying, "and then somehow I'll be catapulted back to the future." You know, what if you're stuck here, girl? Like, what if you are stuck here? You don't know for certain that you're going back. Like, that's just what, like, this is what I mean when I say the author knows what's gonna happen. Like, this girl is gonna go back to her own time at some point at the end of the book, once the mystery solved or whatever happens. So the author knows that, but why does our character confidently keep referring to it as if it's gospel? It's gonna happen. Like, it just feels a little bit like we can speculate that, you know, I'd be more thinking, right, how can I get back? How am I gonna get back? I'm gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna like maybe hit my head, someone batter me over the head, knock me out, so that when I wake up I'll be back in my own time. Like, I feel like her just assuming that somehow there's gonna be some really magical shift and she's gonna wake up in the future again, is what I don't really understand. Because it's not like anything magical actually happened the first time. She hit her head and woke up in 1949. It'd be different if she touched something, or she was somewhere and this happened and it was all magical. Suddenly she's like, I'm in the 40s? What? So I'm a bit like, how do you just assume that you're just going to get catapulted back into the future? I don't know, but it does bug me a little bit that she keeps saying this, because I'm just like, okay.
That looks so good, doesn't it?
My hair is a little bit wild because I just came back from a walk and it was a wee bit breezy. So I just bought this today. It is a bird round spike, like a bird feeder, or it can also be a bird bath, or like a water feeder, I guess. I think it's actually going to be a terrible idea, because I have a cat who is a serial bird killer, and I'm literally just going to be serving them up on a plate to him. But I'm very excited. How does it work? Let's see the pieces we have here. Oh, okay? Okay. I don't know why, given the size of the box, I looked at that photo and I imagined it to be huge. But she is in fact not huge. Is that a crack in it? Is that gonna hold water? It's not gonna hold much water. I'm waiting to see if it leaks, but I don't think it will. Okay, so it won't hold much water. I don't know why my brain did not compute that it's not going to be big. I'm just hoping though that because it's a dish, it's as if it's like been broken and then they've like patched it up. Is low-key how it looks to me. But anyhow, I'm hoping because the dish, if wee birdies are sitting on it, like, he won't get to them. But, I mean, okay. So, it goes. I feel like it needs to be in more. That's what she said. Maybe not. That's a terrible night. Is it actually spinning a bit more? Oh, it is. It is. It's going down. So, yeah. Just gonna like plant it into the ground. I might just put it in soil. I don't know yet. I'm also worried, like, I could do it building up higher, but she's not very high. I'm just hoping that maybe by some miracle he just won't go for it. He will. He will. But there we go. I just can't get over the fact that I saw this and I just picture something bigger than this. And I'm like, look at how narrow this box is. Like, what, girl, what did you think was going in it? But either way, it's cute. I'm thinking it could be nice for water or just even putting some seeds in it and just hoping and praying that, I mean, I see birds in the garden all the time. So hopefully I'll just try and keep them away from it if I can. I'm going to set that up tomorrow. Also today, I got these two little mugs. They're really cute. This one's lemon and this one's oranges. I just think they're so cute and dainty, and they're only $1.50 in B&M, and I love them. I also, in B&M, got this little tray for like putting biscuits on, or like you could put your cup of tea on it. I just think it's really cute. I love it. I also saw this cute little treasure chest. I already have one sort of like this, but the top's round. And I just think they're just so sweet. Like, you could keep anything in that. You could put keepsakes. You could just put anything, really. Anything you want. But I just think it's really adorable. I love, like, this little, like, old-fashioned, like, it's giving pirate chest, pirate treasure. I love it. I love it. And I don't know why B&M seem to think that it's currently October right now. But they had these cute little Halloween duckies. And I bought one. Because Halloween bath duck various designs. I did not see various designs. I only saw pumpkin duck. And I love him. I think I'm going to keep this for Halloween. I'm not going to display him right now. But do you know what? I might keep him out all the time because he's actually really cute. I love him. I love him so much. For once, I actually didn't buy any books today. So I'm quite proud of myself for that because I'm on a bit of a book buying frenzy at the moment. So that is... It's a relief, I'm not gonna lie. It is 9 in the morning, my second day off. I got a bit of a lie-in yesterday, which was a blessing. But I got a message from my yoga instructor last night or yesterday asking me if I wanted to come and try doing alpaca yoga today. So that's what I'm about to do. So it's on at 10. It's actually at my work because we have animals. I stayed awake till like 2 a.m. last night watching YouTube videos. So when my alarm went off at 9, I'm just like, alpaca yoga. It kind of sounds like fun. I'm quite excited. And then I can't decide if I actually want to go to my yoga tonight because my class is usually at 6:30 on a Wednesday. I'm like, if I go today during the day in the morning, that's so nice. That's going to be nice. That's going to set me up for the day. But it means I don't need to go tonight. I might still go. Or I might not. Depending on how long it is and what we do, I might not go tonight. Because it would save me. It would also save me £8 just because the yoga today is free because of the trial. So, I mean, let's save myself some money this time. I never know how people style dungarees when they're like this. Could you tuck it inwards, I suppose? Maybe that's kind of cute. But I feel like other people look so cute when they do it. Like the one-sided. But for me, nah. I just never think I look right. It's giving farmer. So alpaca yoga was a hoot. It was fun. Actually turned out that my instructor only asked me to go. Maybe because it was at my work, because so we have animals, like we have little stables with horses and the alpacas. So I think it was just because I work there that she probably asked me to go along. So that was great. So it was just her and me and her son. So that was great. The alpacas were quite sweet. Yeah, so it was actually quite good fun. And now I am gonna head to town. Where are my shoes? I really fancy going a little trip to the garden centre just because, oh, there's my shoes. And also there's my cat. Wait, where'd he go? There he is. Oh, big Stuart. So I've been wanting, let me just put you down a second. I've been wanting to go to stop brushing against me, I'm trying to put my shoes on. I've been wanting to go to the garden centre for a little while now because I'm hoping that they will have some houseplant soil. I need houseplant soil because originally I was just very much any soil will do for the plants. And I very quickly learned that no, that's actually not true. So I'm going to go to the garden centre. Hopefully they have some houseplant soil. If not, I'm going to buy some online. And might buy some plants while I'm there. I'm becoming more of an outdoor plant girly because I've realised the indoor plants and me, we're not friends. We're really not friends at all. So I'm thinking outdoor plants and flowers are the way forward. Wow. Look at his little face. Look at you. You see yourself? No. I love him. I don't know how I'm going to cope when the time comes that I need to move out because this is my cat now. We are bonded. Like, he is my best friend. He's also not my cat, by the way. Like, this is my friend's cat. I live in my friend's house while she's away traveling. So I love this cat with every fiber of my being. So I don't know how I'm going to cope when the time... Look at the way he's just like... I don't know how I'm ever going to cope when the time comes for me to move out. You are digging your claws into me, sir. 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 I'm like supporting you, you know, like I am holding on to you. You're not gonna fall. Get those mitts out of my arm. Ooh. I like to do the wall trend with them, where you like put the cat. Look at that, he's a smart boy. Are you a smart boy? Smart boy. He is the smartest. Right, I need to brush my hair again because she's a bit wild. And then I'm going to go to the garden centre. Ignore the mess of my kitchen. But I bought this cute little jar for putting in the bird seeds that I got for my new bird table. So I quite like this. It's quite cute. It's a nice way to sort of keep it neat. But I also have loads left over. But I'm like, yes! Oh, you are stuck to me. Kiki. What are we watching? Oh. I'm making spaghetti, but I am not about to record myself chopping them all because that was brutal. I did it in one of my other videos and it was just, it was a mission. It was honestly like 40 minutes of cutting leek, and I was talking about books the entire time, so ugh. But not today, not today. Happy Sunday, everybody. Today I am working at 3, so I have less than 3 hours right now, but I'm gonna make soup for my lunch, just a small pot. And maybe I'll do some reading because, you know, the end of the month is creeping up on us and I haven't read much. Well, I've read a few books in July. A few. I think I've read 1. But I am determined that I'm going to finish some things for the end of the month, just for my own little personal goals, because I am behind on my reading goal for the month, for the year, of 50 books. According to Goodreads, if I read 17 books, I will get back on track. So I'm literally just making a pot today, just a small one. So I've added some leek, some spring onion, I added some rice as a kind of a like a starchy base. Normally I use potatoes. I added a veg stock cube to begin with, but I just added a chicken one now to add a bit more flavour. And then the original stock was chicken, so I had a chicken, or like a chicken breast or chicken crown I think it was called, that had a bit of bone on it, so I boiled that up to get this original stock. So she's looking a bit green, but that's because the leeks have been in before the carrot was. So yeah, I don't know if I want to add more carrot or what I'm doing, but yeah. So I may have overestimated how much rice there was in the packet I used because it blew up and it absorbed all of the water. Oh my god, I cannot be trusted in the kitchen. This is a lovely bowl of rice. I've since added more water to it just to try to like make it less of a solid and more of a, like, I mean, soup should be like a liquid, you know, but I've added more water to it. It tastes really good though, I must admit, like, not to toot my, but it is rice. I'm eating a bowl of rice right now with some veg in it, but it does actually taste really good. Like, it's got a lovely flavor. It's just mostly rice. So much for I'm gonna make myself like just a small bowl of soup. I made myself a small bowl of rice. Actually, I made myself a large bowl of rice.